So let's just talk a little bit about, and you know what? We all love Riff. He's done an amazing, he's in the Hall of Fame for a reason, because he's done so much for this sport. And so we're huge fans, and we're blessed that he comes up to hang out with us and actually personally teach the courses up here. So, and we can't wait to see him. Don't forget, guys, it's March 22nd. There's only a couple of spots left. And the reason why we love IPTPA is because we have international locations on our agenda. Those will be coming down our pipeline in the next couple of years. And so I want to have a group of coaches that we can take and plop down in some really cool locations, and that we're going to have the same IPTPA and IPOP coaching standards as you would have in an IPOP facility in Canada. So that's why we love IPTPA. But tell me a little bit about what's different, because before, Riff used to come here and he would do an 8-hour session, and it was all day, 4 hours in the morning, and then usually 2 to 4 hours in the afternoon. But what you guys have done now is you've moved to a digital module system. So explain that to me, please.
Absolutely, it will be my pleasure. So as you know, the growth of Pickleball is really quick globally, so we need to make sure that standards are kept. In order to do that, we have developed a really strong online portion with 12 hours, where we make sure that the content is delivered under the same standards everywhere in the world. We are having available different languages and more and coming up. So you will see now Seymour Rifkind either talking English, Spanish, Vietnamese. He talks all the languages. You know, our good friend AI makes anything possible. So we want to make sure that the latest learning methodology are applied. And I'm a university professor at the European University. That's why I'm doing research on all the learning methodologies, all the abilities, skills that need to be applied through an online portion in order to keep and even if we can push up higher, the IPTPA standards. So yes, now we have the 12 hours online portion. Then we go on court evaluation for 4 hours, where participants will need to demonstrate ball feeding progressions. They need to demonstrate IPTPA methodology, and they need to demonstrate the right technique execution. And after that, they will have, if they pass the online portion and the on-court session, they will get invited to the final written exam, which will be online as it used to be.
It's amazing. And then, so that the written exam at the end is still the same. Or has that been changed as well?
It has been changed as well. We want to make sure that it's a more global exam right now, taking more part of the on-court session as well. Yeah. So the final exam evolved everything that is within IPTPA level 1. Before was more based on Pickleball rules. Now that percentage has gone down. And has been more adjustments in terms of adding more learning methodology, what is important in IPTPA framework, and so on.
Yeah, and it's also on a timer still, right?
Absolutely. We need to make sure that, so really important thing at higher education is that we make sure that the academic rigor is kept and that no one takes shortcuts. In IPTPA, we don't like shortcuts. It takes time to get up to IPTPA level, but it's our duty to provide tools and to provide the pathway to the students to get up to that level. So we're here to help. We're here to improve people become better coaches, but we cannot afford to have shortcuts, because at the end, those shortcuts are leading nowhere.
But I appreciate that there's standards, and that you know is the bar that we have to meet to be IPTPA coaches. And that's what we appreciate about the program, and that's why we wanted it here at IPOP, right? So
absolutely. Good. At the end, is IPTPA was the first teaching education organization within the Pickleball world. We are the golden standard in Pickleball, and that's our duty to keep being the golden standard. So we need to make sure that all the security is implemented as well. I had a security plan for exams and modules exam as well, higher, which involve phone camera, computer camera, but it requires a lot of logistics. So that will be something that will be implemented down the road. We cannot make those implementations right now because it's a little bit more complicated for the participant, but we are more secure in terms of cutting shortcuts, if that makes sense. But it's going to be implemented down the road. As we talked about it before, Chris, a little bit, but IPTPA has been recognized by the European University as well as the Chinese government. So As you see, we are in process of having really big institutions within IPTPA. So we need to make sure that we kept the academic rigor and we keep the higher education level.
Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, people out there. So we don't have very many spots left. It's on our website on Court Reserve. You go in, you link, you pay your fee, and then what happens is we will send you, or IPTPA will send you an email. That email will have instructions. You will then start to receive your modules. You need to get those modules done before you show up for your class. And then you will be here with Riff in person to do your technique and skills. And then having that all gone fairly well, you will then be invited for the written portion of the exam a few days after that. Of course, at IPOP, we're going to have some fun at the end of that because it's a lot of fun to hang out with Riff and hang out with everybody. And just to be clear, we're obviously IPOP is expanding and we're opening up in Surrey. And so for us, it's really important. We're going to be looking to hire coaches out of this crop that's coming through. And obviously, this certification is a part of our education. And then of course, you'd be hired by IPOP if you cut up and meet our standards. So, but just so you know, there are jobs in pickleball, and we need good coaches. And so we're happy to have you aboard, and maybe hopefully soon we'll see you in Canada in the next year or so, my friend.
Absolutely, it will be my pleasure. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you very much.